My sister called me sobbing and said, "Mom and Dad gave my college money to Logan." I was on a ladder with a paint roller. By the time I climbed down, I realized our parents hadn't just picked a favorite. They'd sold off the other kid's future. Lily is my little sister. When our grandma died, she left $60,000 for Lily's education only. The money went into our parents' account with a letter spelling that out. When I, the oldest, got a full-ride scholarship, my parents said, "Good, because we couldn't have helped anyway." 2 years later, my brother Logan got into an average private college, and suddenly they found $30K a year and bragged about his big future. When I bought a cheap used car with savings from night shifts, Dad snorted. Must be nice having such low standards. When Logan totaled 3 trucks, they kept upgrading him. I knew he was the golden child. I just didn't know how far they'd go. On the phone, Lily's voice shook. "They used Grandma's money for Logan's gym franchise. All of it. They did it 2 years ago and told me now. 3 months before applications. What are you supposed to do?" I asked. "Loans," she whispered. "Mom said if his business had worked, he would have paid it back." I hung up and called our Aunt Claire, the only one who ever pushes back on my parents. "Your mom told me Lily didn't want college," she said, stunned. "Said they used the money for a family opportunity with Logan." I didn't know she lied. Then I called Logan. "Did you know that 60 grand was Lily's college fund?" I asked. "They said it was family money," he replied. "We're all family, right? It's not like it was hers." "Grandma literally wrote her name on it," I said. "She was 16. He went quiet. "The gym failed. What do you want me to do?" And hung up. The next day, I drove to our parents' house. Lily was already there, eyes red. Mom crossed her arms before I sat down. "We did what was best for the family," she said. "You stole from your daughter," I answered. Dad leaned forward. "We invested in Logan's future. When one child succeeds, everyone benefits." I laughed once. "When I got a scholarship, you called me lucky. When Logan flunked out, you called him ambitious and wrote more checks. When I bought my own car, you mocked it. When he crashed his, you upgraded him. Stop pretending this was about everyone. It was always about him. Logan needs more support," Mom snapped. "Lily will be fine. She's smart. That's why Grandma left her the money," I said. "You decided his failed gym mattered more than her degree." Dad stood up. "What's done is done." "You're right," I said. I turned to Lily. "Pack your things. You're coming with me. I'll help with school." Mom gasped. "You can't just take her. She'll be 18 before classes start," I said. "And you already took what mattered to her." For years, I'd quietly saved for a house, about 80K, telling my parents I couldn't afford Logan's schemes. I never mentioned it because I knew exactly who they'd want it for. Lily moved in a week later. We filled out scholarship forms at my tiny kitchen table, chased every grant we could. She got into state university with some aid. I used part of my savings to cover the rest. "A roof can wait. Her chance shouldn't," Logan called once. "You're making me look like the bad guy," he complained. "You took a teenager's education fund," I said. "You don't need my help to look bad." Mom sent long emails about family loyalty and how I'd turned Lily against them. After the 4th one, I blocked her. Dad never called at all. Now Lily's a sophomore, pre-med, juggling labs, and a part-time job. Sometimes she apologizes for using my house money. I tell her, "It was always meant to build a home. Yours just isn't made of brick." Last week, over cold pizza, she asked, "Do you think they'll ever admit what they did?" I shook my head. "Admitting? It means admitting they backed the wrong kid." She smiled a little and said, "Then I'll just have to prove they're terrible at picking winners," and went back to studying organic chemistry. If you've ever felt like the unfavored kid, drop one word in the comments. Overlooked.